everybody. How are you doing this wonderful Thursday evening? I hope you are doing well. Hope you are progressing on your journey to success. And I hope you are not stressing out, okay? As I sit here coming to you today with a headache, wanting to just curl up in my bed and go to sleep, but I had something to share. So I wanted to get on, share a little nugget or two, and just make sure that I'm reaching out. And then also, I know that I wasn't on last week, just taking care of a lot of things and just didn't have the time. So wanted to make sure that I came on and wanted to make sure that I gave you the nuggets that you need to succeed, because I'm all about you achieving your desired level of success. So happy Thursday, and here I am. So for those of you who do not know me, I am Lashana Williams, the Success Navigator, your coach and your guide on the journey to success, and your accountability partner to help you go from paycheck to purpose. So I hope you are ready to go from paycheck to purpose, because that is where I'm going to take you. So for those of you who are joining me live, love to hear from you. Say hello in the comments. Please, this is interactive. I know I'm talking, but I love to hear your feedback and hear your opinions on things. I learn from you just as well as you learn from me. So please share, and I'd love to hear from you. And also make sure that you are subscribing and share with others. So share this video. I want you to make sure that it goes out, because this is going to be a great nugget, right? So are you ready? Are you ready? I'm so amped right now. I just finished the second session for my P3 Mastermind program that launched 2 weeks ago. And we had such an amazing and rich session that I'm just amped. I got on the video and I was tired. I just worked a 8-9 hour shift. And then I got on there, and just because of the content that we were talking about and me just being in my zone, I got so invigorated. Like, my energy level is on 10 right now. And I'm just so excited to just see the people that are in the program go from where they were probably unclear about certain things, about who they were targeting and what they were doing, and now having that clarity, now having that aha moment. And that's what the P3 Mastermind program is all about. I focus on parallelpreneurs because I know sometimes we don't have the time to do certain things, or, to research things, or, we have this day job and we're like, okay, how do I make this work for my business? How do I become this entrepreneur? And so that's what the P3 Mastermind program does, gives you those tools. So I am on 10 right now. So I'm coming to you with all of this energy, but also I want to ask you the question, like, how do you stand out in a crowd? And I know some of you are like, well, you shout the loudest or you do whatever, and not really thinking about all of the aspects of your life where you need to stand out, right? So in your career, this is so important right now, because there are so many career professionals. I'm going to take my industry, for instance. There are several accountants. There are several finance professionals. And they probably can they can add, I hope. They can do a spreadsheet. They could do this. They can think about formulas and all of this stuff. So they could do what we were taught to do in school, right? So they can do those basics, everybody should. They could do that hands down. But what the employer is going to hire you on, or what they're going to keep you in, the retention, is because of the value that you bring to the business, and also what stands you apart. I'll take myself, for instance. Yes, I'm a finance professional, but what I can say, my value comes in more than just adding numbers. I can add numbers all day long. That's great. I can sit behind a computer doing Excel spreadsheets. Wonderful. But what I bring to the group, what I bring to the business, is that I have a very strategic mind, right? I'm a visionary, And I am an ideator, like I can ideate all day long and I can think of different possibilities. So as we shift from just being finance people to more client focused, more consulting, I am all in my space right now because that's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I can bring to the table. That's what I can bring to my clients. So not every finance professional can do that, because most of the times when you think of a finance professional, you're like, oh, they sit behind a computer and they just crunch numbers all day. Well, not this finance professional. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. I am getting from behind the computer, getting from behind the desk, speaking to clients, helping them think about different things and different ways to do their business, helping them make those decisions so that they can make more money, right? So that's what I bring to the table, but you need to know that. You need to be able to stand out in the crowd, all the noise and everything else, right? Many of us are like, well, I'm just a marketer, or I'm just a this, or I'm just in the health industry. But what sets you apart from everybody around you? What sets you apart from your colleagues? You need to know that and be clear on that. Be clear on what sets you apart, because that is going to help you or propel your career. That is going to help you to get those opportunities that are out there, because then you know what value you bring to the department or to the employer. You know what you bring to the table, as opposed to, oh, I just do, right? You got to really hone in and be self-aware about what strengths, what superpowers you bring to the table. Okay? And that's as your career professional. But as an entrepreneur, same thing. Same thing. With social media and the internet and all of this stuff, there's a plethora of coaches, authors, speakers, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there are a slew of them. There are a dime a dozen, right? But what sets you apart? Why would somebody want to work with you? What's going to set you apart from the person that just got on the live stream? Or what's going to set you apart from that person that's posting every day? You got to be in tune with that and figure out what that is, right? And you got to figure out, okay, if let's say somebody doesn't know who you are, but they remember certain things about you. They remember how you made them feel. They remember certain things that you said. They remember how you look, right? And you have to set yourself apart. Don't be the cookie cutter. Don't be the person that just blends in, right? Because how am I going to, 2 days later, I won't remember who you are, because you just blended in with everybody else. You didn't say anything profound. You didn't do anything profound. You just blended in. Don't blend in. Stand out. Each one of you that are listening, that are watching, that are going to catch the replay, y'all all have superpowers. And what I mean by that, you all have talents that you bring to this earth. And all you need to do is unleash them. And each one of us have different superpowers. Each one of us brings something different to the table. We just got to be unafraid to release them, to unleash them, and be confident in standing out in the crowd, and be okay with that. I'm just going to give you an example. So like I said, I'm a finance professional. So when we did our Strength Finders assessments, right, everybody was looking for analytical and strategic. They want all these buzzwords that they thought went with being a finance professional. But what that meant was they all wanted to stay in this box, right? Everybody, hey, George, how are you? Told you I was going to get back on. So they all wanted to stay in this box, right? Because as a finance professional, you need to be strategic and this and all these other buzzwords, right? But mine said futuristic, maximizer, activator. I had strategic on there, yes. But I wasn't too focused on that piece, because I got that. I was focused on my other power, the other talents that I brought to the table. Futuristic, oh my gosh, you know what? I have the perception to look far into the future and see, okay, what makes sense here? Give you ideas on what should be, right? I'm the person that's thinking about the what ifs. That's me. I can ideate all day about different scenarios and all of that so that we can do, we're forward looking. So I'm not trying to stay in this box where I'm analytical, where I can do numbers. That's great, wonderful. I wanted you to see where I could be futuristic, where I can be an activator, I can make things happen. I am that person that can think of different possibilities and give you different perspectives so that you can be successful in making those business decisions, right? But if I wanted to just stay in the box and just be like everybody else, I could have. And so I'm saying to you now is that you will have to figure out where, what value you bring to the table, what talents you have so that you can stand out from the crowd and be confident and own it, right? Many of us don't want to own it because they're like, oh, I don't want to stand out. Own it. Stand out. Stop blending in. And then worrying about why you're not getting this job or why you're not getting that or why you're not getting that business because you look like everybody else. Sorry to be on my soapbox, but I'm just saying so many of you have talents that you are not, they go underutilized. And I'm here to tell you right now, tap into your talents, tap into your gifts. So what, you may be a lawyer who writes books about trees and stuff like that. So what, you have a creative spirit and you're in a technology environment. So what, tap into that. Let people know that you are just not like everybody else, that there's a different side of you, that there's more to you than just the lawyer or the accountant or the finance professional or, the doctor, that you are more than that you're multidimensional. You want people to know this because, again, all of this stuff is relational. It's about relationships. Getting that next job, it's all about the connections, the relationships that you have. So if people just think that, okay, that yeah, she's one and the same, she's just the same as everybody else, why would I want to put my neck out there for you? You're just like everybody else. But if I knew that you were different and you stood out in the crowd, then I want to put your name in a hat for something. I may want to say, hey, you know what? Have you thought about this person over here, right? And as far as your business is concerned, that's going to make you stand out from the crowd. That is going to be why people are going to connect with you. When people say, why would anybody want to do business with you as a coach? One, because of who I am now, because of my beautiful smile. But no. One, because of my story, right? My story is different from everybody else. Two, because I know the plight of a parallelpreneur. I know what that is all about inside and out. I am doing it, I'm living it, I'm breathing it. I know what that feels and that looks like. Another is because I'm all about authenticity, right? What you see is what you get with me. I am who I am. And that's what you're going to get. And four, because I care. I care. I want to see each one of you succeed. Thank you. Thank you, George. I want to see each one of you succeed. I want to see each one of you wake up every day feeling like it's a Friday, right? I want to see that. Yes, and I'm passionate about what I do. Yes, and I hope that everybody is, and that's just another thing that adds on to that list. But yeah, and knowledge too. Thank you, George. You did follow me. I should have you speak for me, right? The knowledge is that because I invest in myself. I invest in my business so that I can provide you with the nuggets, so that I can provide you with the tools and strategies that you need to succeed. I want to be that person for you, and that's what I offer, right? So I'm not just talking about the parallelpreneur plight or the journey through somebody else's lens. I'm talking about it through my own lens, through my own personal stuff. I've lived it, gone through it, still doing it, and I'm teaching you how to do the same, right? So again, my story is different from everybody else's. I may not resonate with you, and that's fine, but as a career professional, as an entrepreneur, I advise you to get a coach, get a mentor so that you can propel in your career or your business. So please do that. But what I'm saying is, Above all, stand out. Unleash your power, unleash your talents, okay? I don't want to hear anybody else dimming their light, not walking in their greatness, not talking about their talents, not talking about what they do, okay? Shrugging off the many accomplishments that you've made. I want to see you walk in your light. Shine it bright for the world to see, because somebody out there needs you. And by you dimming your light, you're doing them a disservice. Whether it is in corporate America or on the job, or whether it's on an entrepreneurship, somebody needs what you got. Somebody needs that next big whatever. What if Bill Gates or those people, Google or what have you, those people did not unleash their talents? Some of this wouldn't be possible today. Think about that. You have the next big thing, or you are the next big thing. And so you need to unleash your talents. As for entrepreneurship, right? Somebody needs what you have, whether it's your product, whether it's your service. You dimming your light does them no service. Stop being cookie cutter. Stop trying to be like everybody else. Be able to stand out. Stand out, okay? Whatever it is, stand out. Be different from the rest. And that's all I got. That little nugget right there, that should be saving your life right now, right? You must live in your purpose and be a blessing. You must. I mean, all my service, my products, my programs, my workbook, everything is talking about your purpose, because once you know that, then everything else just falls into place. Everything else is like, okay, what aligns with my purpose? And that's what you do. So I'm all about that as well. And just speaking to others, I know I also bring a different lens to the entrepreneur, parallelpreneur scene, is because I take a whole introspective approach to this thing. I don't feel like you're just business. You are more than just business over here. You are a whole person. And as a whole person, we need to talk about some of those, I don't want to say personal things, but we need to talk about your passion, what motivates you, your values, what's your purpose. We need to talk about some of those things and get to understand that. We need to know why. We need to know your story. And then we also need those technical things. We need to know the systems. We need to know how to automate. We need those things, but we need the combination, right? Because you are one person. And so that's also what I bring to the table. I bring that holistic view, because you are one person and you have all of these different aspects of you, and you're not just business and you're not just this personal, right? So hopefully tomorrow or even tonight, you are going to stand out in the crowd, whether it is walking in confidence, putting your big girl pants on, or putting your big boy boxers on, walking in confidence and unleashing your talents, unleashing your powers, unleashing the gifts that God has given you, right? I want you to do that. No longer is somebody going to be like, well, I don't really know what she does. She's talented, but I don't know, I don't know much about what she does. No, if you have a book, people should know about it. If you have a business, people should know about it. Now, I understand that in certain companies, you can't share a lot of that stuff. But again, social media, wherever you're at, people should know what you do. They should know your talents. They should see the light that shines from you, okay? And no longer are you going to dim your light. You are going to shine it bright, because there's somebody out there that needs what you have. So without further ado, I'm going to let you go. It's a gloomy Thursday, but it's great in that we made it to Thursday. We are progressing. We're still on our journey to success. And I just want to see you all thrive and shine. And I also want to see you, just live every day, so that every day to the fullest, and make every day Friday for you. So this is Lashana Williams, your coach and your guide on the journey to success, and your accountability partner on the as you go from paycheck to purpose. So hopefully this stuff resonated with you, I would love to hear your comments. Please inbox me if you have any questions. I am here for you. And I have a range of products and services to help you go from paycheck to purpose. So have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday, and I will see you soon and love to hear from you. Speak to you later. Bye.